understand it. They know how dangerous it is out here.
Yeah. It's really dangerous. I can't just leave my kids. Well, I never used to leave my kids anyway. That was the first year I started to make a deal with Tamim. That, you know what? Okay, I can leave you, go with your friends and everything.
But this is the thing, because at a certain age,
Okay.
kids want
Exactly.
to be
Yeah,
given,
because be kids.
but it's like it's so dangerous out there.
Really. But the thing is, they don't understand. But also, they just don't know how dangerous that is. And also, I've got other young kids. They growing up. I'm like, I can't leave them even like in front of the gate, and that's not fair on them.
No,
So it's
that's
just,
what I mean. They should be allowed to be kids, have fun,
yeah.
be protected. It's just, yeah, and that's why I've got to keep
Like
pushing.
really, you're doing great job, and I really wish that it works. You continue to do what you're doing, because we really don't have so many people who are doing what you're doing.
Yeah, because it's like I've realised kind of that the safety aspect, even for young people to go anywhere.
Yeah,
And there's nothing. It's like you really want the patrols,
yeah.
but that we're pushing for the police with the community, because like you say, there's loads of community organisations. So why can't they,
Uh-huh.
donate a couple of people per week
Yeah.
to go out and keep our children safe on the street? And the kids want it. The young people are asking for that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore, really.
I know exactly what you mean, because that's where we've got to that, where it's like we've kind of minimised the things we're going to do, and we're really focusing on that,
Mm.
like the petitions. We're
Yeah.
definitely going to go back to the Make Noise End Knife Crime. I'm
Yeah.
definitely starting that back up.
To help. I was kind of low key because of the trial and everything. And I think we're finishing on in December the 2nd. That will be the last day. So I'm going back to my work and everything after that. So anytime, anything that you want me to help, and then I'm here.
Okay, brilliant, my darling.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, because I was determined this year as well. It was like, right, this year we
Yeah.
get action, right, by whatever means necessary. And here we are. It's like nearly December.
I know.
Like I've been thinking of anything drastic I could do. You know what I mean? But I
Yeah.
also don't really want to get nicked and arrested.
Oh,
But it's getting like that,
oh,
because
yeah.
it's just mad.
It's really.
Christella's saying, we made it easy for everyone. What else can we do? It's true, right? So everything we thought of has been, because we know people are busy. So just things that would take a few minutes. But people would rather get into a heated debate with you, right?
Yeah.
Or about, it's the parents' fault, it's the school, right? Or you know what I mean? Rather than
Yeah, but
just sign the petition, right?
if you take a minute and sign it, that's
Yeah,
someone is asking. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least you
that's
try.
what I mean,
You know.
right? So let's just try it, because no one has, right? And I know this for a fact, there has never been a petition demanding an emergency Cobra for our kids. There's
Yeah.
never been one, right? They've done it for the weather. They've done it for, what else have they done it for? COVID,
Oh, right.
right? So why can't they do it for our young people? And that's where I'm at. We've got to get that meeting. And I'm almost ready for them at that meeting. I'm almost, because I've been getting all the sections, the parts that we need sorting out.
Right.
I'm almost there with what it is that we want, what we're demanding. So yeah, and the petition I'm adding things to as well. So this is something that's going to be edited along the way. So when we get that meeting, everything is on that.
You know what? Keep doing the good work. That's all I can say. Today I feel like I don't know what to say. I speak a lot, but today I feel like I'm feeling so angry, and just like I couldn't sleep well because of what happened yesterday night.
This is what I mean. Every time I hear myself, and I haven't personally lost one of my kids, but that every time.
Yeah,
The
well,
amount I cry.
you don't need to lose. Yes, it's different, but you don't have to lose your kid. You just have to just imagine as a parent, you know,
How bad? Yeah.
how you would feel.
Hmm.
What can you do from that?
Hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
People can do something from that, but
You said
it's
like,
not.
these days I'm feeling sorry for myself. Like, why do I have to do this? I'm the one who lost a parent. People should just feel sorry for us and do this for us.
That's it. Yeah,
Just as
because
well.
this is
But
what I say this a lot,
we're really
Helen.
exhausted, like
Yeah,
trauma and everything, the way we're
exactly.
putting in everything. But well, it is what it is. We have to do something.
Hmm. And this is what I talk about this quite a lot. The fact of bereaved parents, family members,
Yeah.
you know, they want to
Because people
help
have no
others to not
idea
have to go
what's going on.
through it.
It's the daily basis. It's the way you just wake up every morning. How
Hmm.
hard it is. It's the process about burying your son. The process about not having him around for the rest of your life. Is the
Yeah.
way those kind of expectation you had for your son. Is the way the justice system works.
Hmm.
There is so many things going on, and that only can kill you.
Mm. And
And
it's
you've
too
got many
much.
responsibilities. You have to work, you have to study, you have to look after other kids. It's a lot of things. So
Hmm.
we kind of need help from everyone.
Yeah.
Because
And
any
part of that help should be
yeah,
people standing up and
yeah,
saying, "No, we've got this.
yeah,
We're going to stand up there, right?" Because it's just I just don't get it how they don't. It doesn't dawn on people
no,
because that dawns on me every day when I see you out, you know,
yeah.
bereaved parents, fam out there, you know, putting their all, and they've already got enough.
And even if the help from this for the victim family
Mm-hmm.
is rubbish. Trust me. So you just have to just stay strong and you know what, just pretend nothing happened. Although you are dying inside, do
Mm-hmm.
what you have to do every day.
Just
But
can't
people
even
have
imagine.
no idea. I had no idea. Now I've got an idea and I feel so more angry, more hard. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you really, it's just hard.
Mm. And the fact that, yeah, nothing's changed since.
No, nothing.
And that is, I think that adds to everything because it's not, you know, what is it? This is the other thing. What is it going to take
Mm,
for people to stand up, right? So we had, like I was saying earlier, we had someone who went into a secondary school recently with a machete and went for kids.
right.
We had the man strangling a student strangling another student and then threatening with a knife anybody who came near, right?
Mm,
We've got incidences happening outside, people being ambushed at school, right? At what point are parents going to go, well, hang on, it's not safe for them to even go to school, so the school needs to put something in place. But a lot of the schools just are in denial until something happens.
that's true. Oh, I've been in so many experiences. It's just like those details, especially because I'm going through trial. I can't relive yet, but
Oh my God.
really hard.
Oh, I can't even imagine how
Yeah, it's
what
really.
you must be.
Well, I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
go. Just maybe I'll see you on Sunday again. So because I have
Yes,
things to
yeah,
do.
because I'm
And I'm
intending to, yeah, keep.
please keep doing what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you, my darling, and you
Yeah.
too. All right, I'm so proud of you. All right,
Oh,
sending you lots and lots and lots of
thank
love. All
you so
right,
much.
and
Yes, stay
hugs,
safe there.
my darling. But
Yeah,
thank you so much for coming on today. Really good to see you. All
yeah.
right,
You too.
all
Stay safe.
right.
Bye.
Bye, my darling. All right, take care. Oh, that was lovely to get Howard on. But just, you know, it's just heartbreaking, right? You know, she's lost her son. How many other parents out there, parents, grandparents, like this is beyond, you know, we need action and we need it now. Christella, do you want to come on, my darling? If you can, come on. I saw a comment there from Sav Money who says there's no more youth clubs. Right, they are starting to open some youth clubs, but the big problem there is the safety inside these youth clubs, safety outside. You know, we hear of people ambushing youth clubs, stabbing and murdering young people inside them. So we would have to think about the safety and how we would start to, make things safe out here for them. Right, I'm just going to check. Right, that's Christella. Right, let me get you on. Right. Big up to Trimbago. All right, I'm just trying to add you up, Christella. Right, hopefully we'll be able to get her on in a second. Yeah, shout out to Trimbago. Right, I think we need to start sharing the show.
Hello, love. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Hi, gorgeous.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. So I thought I'd better come on here today.
I'm really proud of you.
It just had so much on my mind, and so much, like, I just can't believe what's been going on again over the last couple of weeks.
No, it's
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
babe, I'm with you. Literally, like, honestly, I had to take a step back for a little while because I was just like, I'm seeing so many fake people, like, so many fake people that are just all about themselves, really and truly, glorifying what they're doing when really you're just using people for your own advantage. This is the other thing that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
With people who are claiming to be about this, yeah.
Yeah.
And on top
we're
of that,
finding out who's not, aren't we?
no, it's very funny, is it not? But
We've had
it's
enough.
all good. Like, it's all good. Do you know what I mean? Like, what people fail to understand is you're my girl for 6 years, and that's all I'm gonna say in it. So, like, I know what you're doing is for the good cause. I will sit here and tell anybody that I believe in your heart. I know that you're about the kids, and you're not doing this for glory. Yeah, you're a single mother, right? Who's got her own shit going on. Yeah, who goes out of her way to support charities, organisations, homes, kids out of her own time. Yeah, and doesn't ask no one for nothing.
No,
Just find a
nothing.
position to make it better for everyone. Like, why is it so hard?
This is what I mean. It's just like, I don't get how others don't see it either. You know, like the fact of how much danger there is out there for the young people. That, well, when did it stop? You know, like adults stop actually protecting young people. You know, like, I just want to know when that kind of, it's just crazy that we're just leaving them out there to fend.
I feel like there's so much undiagnosed mental health and learning difficulties. I feel like, you know, domestic violence is again something that we need to address. And, you know, let's just take what's happening in Iran, you know, for example, is a prime example of how proud I am of a nation that can come together and fight for justice. Why are we not doing that here?
Yeah, we come together for all types of different other things, but when it comes to keeping our young people safe, protected and alive, what bigger cause is there?
Because children make too much money for certain organisations and criminals. Let's be honest, they're just commodities in all of this.
Oh, I've just seen a message from Trimbago. She's saying, I lost Tion. Oh my goodness, my darling, in April, and change really needs to come. This, oh my God, sending you lots and lots of love, my darling. Oh, it's just heartbreaking how many, you know, like parents, carers, you know, how much of our community is affected with, you know, losing so many young people. And the fact, like you were saying, Christella, you know, like there's a price on our young people's heads.
Exactly. And this is why we did the trailer. Like, this is why we're doing the whole TV series about to help young people have a voice and to show people, listen, this is really what they're going through. We're not trying to glamorize it. We're not trying to
bring that out ASAP. Like, we need to get, because just from what I've learned, you know, from research, looking into stuff, right, it's way more frightening than I ever thought for young people, right? It's horrifying. They are being abused. They are being you know, groomed. They're being exploited, and that sexually, can be sexually, or, you know, violence, or, you know, drug selling, right? The things that they are going through, and they have no voice, like you're saying, particularly in the care system. And that is what the TV series is about, to
Exactly.
get that message out and get their voice heard.
Let's look at it this way. How heard do we feel through we've done this for nearly through lockdown, remember we started this?
Yeah.
So what, 2 years, nearly 3 years now?
Been at least, yeah, coming up for 2, I would
It's
say.
got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So how heard do you feel in the 2 years that we've been doing this week?
Well, I feel heard from a few people.
But
Not
really
a lot.
and truly,
Not a lot.
right. So how
That's
do
why
you,
I'm laughing, but yeah.
but it's true. It's like, hold on a minute, we've been doing this for 2 years and we haven't really been heard. You know, all right, we've touched bases with a lot of people, you know. Pred is one person, he's the hero of the UK in my eyes right now with what he's doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, when I think about how unheard we feel, how unheard must these kids feel? You know, who's that prime minister for the Tories right now? What's his name?
Isn't it Rishi Sunak? That's him now, isn't it?
Isn't that the guy that knew about what's his name? Jimmy Savile.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it was Rishi.
Or is it Labour?
I know King Charles was good mates with him.
Well, whoever it is that's one of these politicians that's the head at the moment, yeah, is the one that Boris Johnson called out for not speaking about Jimmy Savile and the other one.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, this is why I wanted to talk to you, because I know you're going to do your homework and find out. But Boris Johnson called him out and said, so you knew about Jimmy Savile and everything? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up, definitely, and find out who that was.
So that's who we want to run our country, really?
This is what I mean. I mean, what we need is, what do they call it? Like I think they call it something coup, where they overtake the government, right? Throw them out. Like, that's what we need. So, like, we need someone to do that.
We need Anonymous. That's who we need. We need to contact Anonymous.
God, yeah. I think we should try and contact them, actually.
No, I'm serious. Let's do it.
Yeah, definitely. Because we need some, we need our voice put out there, like what we are saying. Because like you're saying, we haven't really been heard for everything we've been saying.
Sweet, let's be honest, I've been doing this for 20 years, yeah, and it's only just now that it's come back to life.
Yeah. I've just seen here, Daddy Speak says Keir Starmer. Was it him?
Yeah, that's the one, I think. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God. So that's the Labour. Oh my God.
There we go, Labour. Yeah. You can look it up. You can look it up.
Hell. Yeah.
There's even clippings of it where Boris Johnson has called him out, although they've tried.
Yes, it makes sense because he's the opposition, isn't it? So he would say, so he'd come out with anything that he knew about him. So, oh my God. But this is who can we trust to do anything? Well,
even the top of the police force, the top made a statement on the news saying now she's got to get rid of half the police force because of corruption.
Yeah. Well, if you listen, I don't think you was on, the last time I did. The whole thing was to do with police corruption, right? But the things that I've learned, even since I spoke the other week, right? So it's institutionally corrupt, right? That's a fact. There's been loads of reports, and one recently that just proves it again, right? But the main thing, so the corruption is to do with the or have you gone, Christella?
No, I'm still here.
It's all right, babe. Just thought you just flicked down. Right, so the corruption is relating to the war on drugs, right? So it's all organised crime, right? So they recruit police officers, right? They even will pay for someone in the community to become a police officer, right? So they'll give them extra money on the training, right? So once they get the organised crime people get them in, then they can get cases thrown out, they get information, right? So this is why all these cases are being thrown out, and like all the evidence goes missing and all of that. So what we want, right, is a a group basically that is going to police the police.
Exactly.
Right.
And let's even have a look at it, Sweet. Now, everyone wonders, why do paedophiles and sex offenders don't have as much sentences as what they would bang up for other stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Because they're all informants.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? So the whole, that everything that's set up needs to be bloody changed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the organised crime bit as well. So we have to decide, right? Because everything comes down to the drugs. Every single thing,
Yeah.
right? The corruption, the county lines, it's all the exploitation, is all drugs on the end of that. And at the end of all the drugs is our kids from our communities as well. So literally, we either need to speak to the drugs cartel, but I don't think I'll be doing that, or we need to legalise drugs, right? Because then that way we're taking everything out of the hands of the criminal entrepreneurs and the corrupt police, right? And then we'll be getting money that we can put into whatever we want. I don't see why we can't do that.
I don't understand how, I'm not being funny, they can prescribe methadone, right?
Mm.
Which is what? Just another substance which is opium based.
Yeah.
Heroin is opium based. So how can you sell one substance and legalize that but not the other?
Yeah, exactly.
How is tobacco's way more damaging than cannabis? Yeah. You can buy tobacco legally from the age of what, 18? Is it? Or 21?
Right. Yeah, I think it's 18, I think it's 18. But yeah, you're right.
How does that make sense? And if you notice, they've been pushing so many advertisements around medical cannabis.
Yeah. And can you imagine if it was illegal, right? So then we wouldn't have, I'm just going to check my door because I thought my dog's barking. Ah, parcel. It's a parcel.
It's a present.
Right, I'm back. That's it. Oh, right, that's me.
It don't make sense to me. So you've got medicated marijuana that you have to sell, but you don't want to legalize the stuff that you can legalize, basically. Yeah, you just want to put young kids into jail for what?
This is the thing, isn't it? Can you imagine though if weed was legal? Because that cuts out loads of, you know. I've just seen Eden Lyons Paw. Big up to you, my darling. He's saying, my friend policeman man told me he was fed up of the resist not easy.
Right.
Oh, and that's the other thing within the police as well, right? Is the whistleblowers, right? So any of the police who might be all right-ish, right? They try and stand up, right? Then they get bullied. They have to go and change their identity. They can't see their family again and all that. Right?
Yeah,
we need to protect them people.
But sweetly, we know that because I work in a job where, you know what I mean? I've been a whistleblower plenty of times. Do you think people really want to work with me? Because they know I'm not really about taking shit. Like, I'm correct when you're dealing with other people's kids, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they do it to all of us. Anyone who stands for something, they make us try and fall for everything.
Mm. Oh, we've got Daddy Diva Speak says, weed is legal in Toronto, but government regulated. So yeah, even if we had that, do you know what I mean? See, I'm not sure if we want legalization or decriminalization, because I haven't really properly looked into, you know, the difference and what would, so I can't really say, but we definitely need it to be legal. Just cuts out everything.
But then do we want the whole government to be in control of everything to the point where, I mean...
Yeah, but who have we got in control now? Right? So at the minute, we've got criminal entrepreneurs, right? We've got the big, like, organised crime, right? They're in control. So I would rather that it's the government, because at one, you'd know the drugs would actually be those drugs for starters, right? Instead of at the minute, you don't know what anything is.
And that's the other thing. But then also we've got to take a level of accountability to the type of celebrities that we're choosing to follow, because they have the most influential status.
Yeah.
Just take music. Look how derogative it is.
I know.
Sweet, how many people in your time that you've worked in this industry can you honestly say really are not about violence and drugs in their music or over sexualizing women?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. There is a lot. Because that is the culture we're in now. It's like that is it's glamorized, isn't it?
Yeah. So how do we then go against everything that's been set up to breed a certain amount of interest and brainwashing to a society that's completely not interested in change? That's the challenge.
That is a challenge, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Hard. It's a hard.
I don't know how we're going to do it.
Yeah. And this is the thing, it's because we are up against it. You know, even when we've reached out to, you know, big accounts or, you know, asked people to share certain things.
Yeah.
We're not getting any support really, or...
Because I'll tell you why, babe, because not everyone's really about it. They claim to be about it, but they know behind closed doors they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Really?
They know they don't really care. As long as they put up a persona on, they're all good.
Mm-hmm. It's, yeah, I just, this week, like I said, the more and more things I've been reading, what's been going on, and I'm just, I just want people to go, that's it, right, let's do it. Like, even sign the petition. I can't believe we haven't even hit 500 signatures.
Girl, are you really surprised? Let's be honest.
I mean, I'm actually, the way things are, I'm actually, impressed a bit that I've got nearly 500. But it's not good enough because we need those signatures. I think I'm going to go back to just putting it on people, I think, and just do a bit of,
Well, Sean Atwood, where are you? You followed us, you ignored our inbox, but you claim to be about making a change. So where are you?
Yeah.
Like, where are you?
Where are they? Yeah.
This petition doesn't benefit Let the Youth Live. This petition benefits all children and families across the UK. So where are the people that are really standing up for this?
That's what I mean. And we're giving them enough things they can get involved in really easily, quickly, isn't it? It's not any stress, really.
Yeah, and what I find is that people, if they don't get, like, a lot of people will just end up turning to violence and negativity because things aren't going how it should be going. Mm. You know, you can't fight snakes with mice, can you?
No, definitely not.
And that's what the problem is. We're up against a bunch of snakes.
Yeah. So I think we just have to have have a think and maybe try some new tactics going forward.
I agree, babe. I think I don't know what we're going to do that we've not done already. I don't know. You know, as soon as I put a post on my Instagram, pic half naked, everyone will put a comment, but no one wants to sign a bloody petition. Like, are you having a lot?
It's so true, though. It's just
true.
It's just nonsense out there, isn't it? Like, even what people are chatting about.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I am very disgusted, actually, being involved in an industry that promotes so much pollution to young people. Like, honestly, it's not good.
Definitely not. We're just going to say, Dadiva Speaks says, I have to dip out, but thank you for doing the work that you do. Thank you for joining us today, and bless you. But yeah, it's a case of, it's like, we have to, don't we? Because
there's no choice. Because
who else is? You know, like, I feel like it's, even Howard was saying, you know, when she came on before, it's like she feels, you know, that it's kind of on her to, but you know, she's even saying it. We've got a bereaved parent who's saying that now. You know, it'd be good if people who haven't had that happen, you know, take the weight off them and help.
Exactly. The way I see it is that we're doing God's work, right? Mm-hmm. All children are God's children. Yes. And as respectable, responsible, decent human beings and adults, we have a duty of care to make this world safer for the children that live in it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's that simple, isn't it?
Yeah, And it should be that simple. And that's why it just amazes me. Where has that thinking gone in other people? Where did it disappear to? Like, because that used to be the norm, didn't it?
I think there's so many people that are on drugs, caught up in their own emotions, distracted by technology and poverty, you know, caught up with their own lives. They can't comprehend this battle, so they don't even try, you know. And it even happens to their own kids. And we've heard of stories where children, their parents are aware of potential grooming from older males, and the woman will turn a blind eye because she don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. And I mean, the things some parents and carers are going through. I mean, a lady that I know, and her son was being exploited, and I think he was told to put, you know, hide drugs in her house. She ended up finding them, I think getting rid of them, and then she had to take on the gang. You know, like, it's a lot for parents, you know what I mean? And once your kid's trapped, and for carers, you know what I mean? But, you know, particularly children who don't have parents, the ones in homes, in hostels, like where, you know, you work and stuff.
They're a step down from prison. Let's be honest. What is prison really doing? What is it really doing? Now, set aside, you know, with the people that are completely not safe to be out in the community. But what are you doing by enforcing a prison sentence to a young 16-year-old boy for selling weed? What is that doing for the community?
Exactly.
No.
Eden Lyons Poy saying it's not easy. Everyone is traumatized. Yes, so that's another thing. There's so much trauma. Yes, there is probably loads of people traumatized. But, I mean, we see the bereaved parents out there, traumatized or not, they're out there at marches, they're out there speaking out, they're trying to get change to happen in that trauma.
Exactly. And I'm living proof of that. I've been through it for 20 years and I'm still here fighting. And I won't give up for no one, because why should I? I know what.
That's what I mean. We're determined, aren't we?
All day, every day. We split it, eat it, shit it, breathe it. Like, there's no stopping us, you know, from wanting this change. And it just shocks me and disturbs me that on so many levels, grown-ass people are quick to go and lay in bed. It takes 5 minutes to make a child, yeah? But you don't want to raise that child and let it be safe. Like, where is your responsibility?
Yeah. Because the thing is, I think anyone needs to be standing up about, you know, the safety of young people, because they're not safe at the minute in any way, shape or form. And I can't wait for the day people just go, oh my God, I didn't realise. And everybody just gets up and goes, that's it. Right, we've had enough. But, I mean, even if we get enough signatures on the petition, we just want that Cobra meeting. Because that's the only place we're going to get law change.
I don't know what we can do at this point. I mean, we've done podcasts for 2 years. You've got I mean, how many marches have you been on, for goodness
That's what
sake?
I mean.
You know what I mean?
At least I know now, though, that there's no point. Like, that hasn't made anything happen, right? So that's why we're trying the petition. But then if that's going to take the next 5 years to get the signatures, so that's why we're also thinking of drastic action, something we could try. The make noise in knife crime, we're definitely going back to that after Christmas. But hopefully there'll be more of us on board and we're going to push that a lot more. And that, again, we're demanding the Cobra meeting.
Yeah, exactly. And I think mental health has got a big thing to play in it as well. You know, you've got to be in the right frame of mind to be able to fight something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, if you're up against a battle with yourself, it's very difficult to then go outside of that to do something else. So, yeah, so there's probably a lot of that, I reckon. We've got a message here from Briar Janamak. Sorry if I said that wrong. I'm 17 from East London. I know a lot of people from the roads and try to separate myself, but I can't step outside without getting approached asking what area I'm from, just from how I dress, etc. Even eye contact for too long concerning to a situation nowadays, it's a joke. That's exactly right. So it's all you've got the G checking, right? People just pulling up on you as well. Where you from? You're so-and-so's friend, right? You're his friend, right? I can't even imagine how horrible and awful that is for young people to have all the time, everywhere they go, even to the shop.
Even on the bus, at the bus stop, who are you? Where are you from?
That's
like, what is this? Why are they interrogating? Like, stop it. Leave our kids alone.
This is what I mean. And the thing is, a lot of parents and carers, they're not about when your child gets to a certain age, you know, they're out. They're you know, able to travel back on their own, or, you know, come back from school on their own, or but it's not safe. And the sooner parents and carers realise that, or do they realise it, but they just don't think anything can change?
Do you know what I think is really difficult? Yeah, is how, again, and I've got to keep going back to it, is how easy it is, and I do work alongside them, and I respect them to an extent. It's just too easy to pull a child out of a home, and put them in a hostel or put them in a semi-independent house, you know? Like, can we not do better than that? Yeah. And I'm not talking about the ones that need it, because there are generally kids that are in need, but the ones that don't need it, you're stripping away everything that they know, and potentially they go into these hostels and then they end up getting groomed anyway.
Yeah. That's not one of the main places, isn't it?
Yeah. So we all know that perpetrators are very aware of the types of social housing that's in their local area, the YMCA. Mm-hmm. They know where all of these types of houses are, and that's what they prey on. They prey on those houses. That's a known fact.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 1 minute. Oh, I'll charge my phone up. But yeah, so our kids are vulnerable out here. We've got a message from SK. He's saying, what's he say? I can vouch. Get G checked on a daily, and I'm not even involved. And that's what I'm hearing from other young people that I know, right? It's a daily thing. And if it's not being G checked like that, then it's the police that are stopping, searching them, roughing them up, fucking abusing. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you're in between the criminals and the police.
Yeah,
and the police just use us to use them for informants against the criminals and do nothing with the information.
Yeah. Right, so SK saying the stuff I see nowadays makes me think there's no hope for this generation. Which is, you know, this is what I was saying at the college the other day when I was speaking to the young people there, right? I was saying, like, we know what they're up against. It's so much. The young people are expected to deal with, just get on with. It's too much. And we've got to protect them. Without a doubt, that has to happen, and it has to happen soon. They need protecting. Eden Lyons Paul says, oh, go on.
Oh, no, go on, babe.
Oh, right. Eden Lyons Paul is saying, is it possible to help your youth to see more than the UK? Help them to go away on short holidays and the healing process. Right. So yes. And I do know personally a few organisations and groups that do that kind of thing. You know, like they might go to, where did they? I think it was United Borders actually. They went to Cornwall, and I think they did all like windsurfing and yoga on the beach and stuff. So there is things like that going on, right? There's lots of things, you know, depending on where you are. So I can always find out for your area. Who else have we got? Eden Lionspaw says, I'm one. Not sure what that's about. No, I'm thinking Africa. Right, so yes, so Manhood Academy. Right, Eden Lionspaw, check out Manhood Academy, right? Because I have been recommending what they do is the rites of passage, I think they call it, right? And they take young people to Africa, right? And they do the rites of passage and help them to transition to a man, right? I cannot recommend what they do enough, right? Please check them out, but that's what they do, and they will take young people back to Africa. I mean, they do stuff here as well, and they do a lot of workshops weekly and stuff, so definitely worth checking that out. All right. Right, I think that's the messages. Right, yeah, so we've got to get action, right? Anybody who's listening here today, if you haven't signed the petition, please sign the petition, right? If it's the first time you're listening to the podcast, check out the previous podcasts that we've done, because we've done loads. We talk about a variety of different topics, but it is all based around keeping young people safe and alive now, like right now. Anything that we can do to do that. So please check out the other podcasts. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and then you can hear kind of what else we've been speaking about. But it's always, isn't it, Christella, all based around actions to keep our young people safe.
Absolutely.
And that's what, you know, we discovered that was kind of the missing link, wasn't it? The bit that, well, you know, we know yes, people are always talking about opportunities.
Yeah. Even our police forces don't share information. It's ridiculous. How is that okay?
No. Mm-hmm.
This is how misinformation, you know, it's a lot of misinformation, a lot of inexperienced people that don't have good intentions. You know, our country's in crisis. The whole world is in crisis, guys. There's not an excuse for it to be 2022 and our kids are modern day slaves. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on, and it's not acceptable.
Exactly. It's not. So, they're in a war. It's a war every single day. You know.
I mean, you done that video, didn't you? About 2 years ago. That this is a war. There's a war going on our streets, and our kids are in it.
Exactly.
And what, you know. Well, I'm praying. I mean, I pray all the time.
Exactly. It's all very well telling them go to school and learn, but what are you teaching them? They can't comprehend what you're saying because they're too scared for their life.
Yeah.
Even bullying's just gone through the roof, sweet, in schools. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Bullying, suicide, self-harm, you name it, everything. Mental health, all of it. And that's why we've got to curb it all in, because this is too much. Christopher's asking, where is the petition? Right, that's in the link in the bio, right on our bio. You can find it there.
He's an amazing person, you know. He's donated £100 to the GoFundMe to go towards our TV series.
Oh, fantastic. Oh,
and he works in mental health, and he does a lot for the community. He's an amazing person.
Oh, bless you, man. All right, sending lots and lots of love. All right, to you, more blessings. That's fantastic. Like donating. Yeah.
We've got nearly £200 now, I think, donated for the trailer. Brilliant. So that's really good.
Brilliant. No, that's fantastic, because if you think, I mean, I've had my GoFundMe going for 2 years. I've raised 380 for the bleed control.
I'm gonna still do that. Don't worry. I'm gonna go back to the gym to raise money for that.
I'm gonna try and do a bit more promotion as well on it. But I'm in the middle of getting the load that I'd had delivered. I've nearly got all them out into the community, and I'm going to be ordering the next batch and start getting them into Lambeth and Brixton. Well done, I've got the first kit for Brixton already going in on Thursday. Woo!
Yeah, that's what
finally.
We like.
Oh my God. But see, that's another life-saving initiative, right? Another one that anyone can get involved in, you know, and people are doing this across the UK, which is brilliant. Bigger, I mean, that's really taken off a lot, that campaign. There's lots of people now. There was a lady recently, she just got She raised the money for 150 bleed control kits. 150 for Somerset. They're putting them in Somerset. Brilliant.
That's amazing.
But that's a lot. Yeah, she's been working on that for a while. So, I mean, it won't be long. You know, that's going brilliant, that campaign. You know, but London, again, we're still well behind. But we're getting there.
Yeah, it's just, I just don't understand. Like, we should have a day, a national day, where we literally fight child exploitation and knife crime. Like, one whole day dedicated to it.
Yeah, yeah. Because, I mean, even us, like, we're very consistent in the way, like, every week we're speaking. And every day in our posts as well. Like, we actually don't really leave off. But what I find, a lot of people wait till there's an incident and then they'll speak about it.
We need to do an event suite. I think that's what we need to do, babe. And I think we need to fight for one national day a year to be dedicated to the cause of fighting knife crime. That's the two things. Then that way at our events, at least we can get, for entry, all you got to do is sign a petition. That's it. It's not hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't trust people to turn up. Like, they can't even sign a petition. Like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. But I'm remaining positive. We are going to do this, right? And then I suppose any new ideas that, you know, anyone else comes up with or we think of in the meantime, where we can, yeah, try something else. But for the meantime, yeah, if people could just, yeah, share the petition, tell people, other people, parents and carers, you know, about it. Because I think once it gets to 500, then it gets promoted a bit more. But I thought we'd easily do like 1,000 easy, straight.
I'm so just signed. Hey, you signed it. Good.
Well done, SK.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know, because we sent it after. Well, I've got how many people on my Instagram to how many people actually.
Well, look at mine. And the Facebook as well, I know. Where, like, my Facebook, yeah, so I've got, and I always say this, so there's like 5,000 people on that one, right? But nobody shares anything or really likes anything. I'm like, okay.
It's mad, isn't it?
All I'm posting is, you know, protect the kids, life-saving initiatives. I don't know. But yeah, I want to start up a fundraising thing soon online. I'm going to start doing that pretty soon, probably for the new year. So what we're looking for, and we said this before, was raffle prizes, right? But that could even be studio time, right?
Yeah.
Or mastering of a track, right? So if we try and get some prizes together, right? Because what
actually, I've got someone that's got loads of time at Pirate Station. Yeah, so I can ask him to donate some hours to us.
Right. So what other people I've seen are doing, right? So, and I think this has been nice and stress-free as well, is basically you just do like a numbers game. So people pay, I don't know if it's £2 a number, right? When all the numbers have been selected. So you've got the prize, say, of a session at Pirate Studios, right? Or it could be, the other thing we could do is cash. You know what I mean? So people win a prize, money even. So we don't even really need raffle prize, to be honest. But I want some going forward, you know what I mean? So then we put some towards, say, bleed control, or even just into let the youth live, to do what we need to start doing. You know what I mean? Because we're running on fresh air. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I don't think anyone really understands that, you know, we're doing this out of our own time and our own money.
Yeah,
you know
we don't
what I mean?
get funding, or like, I haven't even got time to even try and go and get funding. I haven't even got time to even like ring people. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
we're doing this. It's like taking up all of our time.
And it's been that I've dedicated 20 years now to trying to rid paedophiles off the street and getting the laws changed around it, and I'm still waiting.
And that,
you know, I'm
that
still
has
here
to
fighting.
change. That, I swear to God, I'm with you on that. That has, like, I'm sick of all these disgusting, awful crimes happening to kids, and then people going, oh, see, look at the sentencing, or, oh, and like, but hang on, let's fucking change it.
Exactly.
Stop accepting that. Like,
It's not cool.
it's sick. Oh, big up to 720 God. He's saying, get them out. Yep, we need to.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah.
It's, you know, and what annoys me is, I mean, let's take a look at the Balenciaga fiasco that's going on with their advertisement.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, I just can't even. So we've got companies and corporations that are supporting this type of behavior.
Yeah.
Why are we supporting this? Why?
Enabling
Exactly.
pedos. Yeah.
How is that right? How is that okay? So if they give the police informant on information, yeah, then they get a lesser sentence, and that's okay, yeah?
Yeah.
That's okay for the victim, for the child victims that have got to live the rest of their life traumatized from what they've been through, and you get to go and get a new house and a new identity.
Yeah. It's a sick world that we're in, but we are in a position that together we can actually get things changed.
And this is why we're doing our TV series, because we are struggling with every other avenue of getting this information out. So I know, sweet, wait till you meet the cast that we've got for the first episode that's coming. It was meant to be December.
Oh, okay.
I've got to do it. Yeah, I've got to do it next month now in January. But we've got an amazing cast.
Brilliant.
And yeah, again, it's all self-funding, except for obviously whoever's made a donation. And these are all things that we're going to be highlighting every single episode. Yeah. You know, because it needs to be said in a way that's not glamorizing it. There's nothing glamorous about what's happening to our children.
No, it's not glamorized, like glamorizing at all. It's horrific.
Exactly.
But I think I'm excited going forward with the TV series and that, because like you're saying, it's from their perspective, their voice.
Exactly. And they're not getting heard by any other way. So, you know, and it's like, again, people just want to jump on this bandwagon of being about the youth and everything else, and they're just doing it for their own self-glory.
Yeah. Make one video and then never hear from them again.
Exactly. Or do what they do behind closed doors with a motive and agenda. Like, if you've got real people supporting you, appreciate that.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Riggs, just joined us. Got a message from 720 God. He's saying kids are growing up with suppressed trauma. Yeah, we was talking about that earlier. So much trauma in our neighbourhoods, in our communities. Poor people are fed up. Yep. And it's not surprising. People are all fed up with what's going on.
And do you know what? What really, something that we don't really talk about, and I know it's taboo, but there's a lot of young boys, now men, that have been sexually abused, right? Yeah. As well as caught up in road life, and they don't have no opportunity to heal. They're not allowed to.
No.
How is that okay?
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot. I've heard a lot of cases of young people being sexually abused, and then there'll be, like that song. They're then threatened that they're going to have that sent to their family, their school friends, and that's another way how they can actually, groom them to go and do whatever it is, threatening them with that. But social media as well. I mean, we've talked about that loads on here.
Oh, it's awful. Honestly, I think it's the portal to hell. I keep saying it. You can click on social media and find any type of graphic image that your heart contends, if that's the type of person that you are. Yeah? Animal abuse, child abuse, all of this is so easily accessible. How is that not monitored? How is it that we're getting censored for speaking about it, but yet I'm seeing women eating live crabs, or I'm seeing people torturing animals, or I'm seeing a level of abuse with children, but that's not being censored? That's okay.
That's what I mean. It's like all back to front. We've said that before, haven't we? It's the opposite of what you think it should be.
Facts.
They're pushing, the negative rather than the positive. Yeah, exactly. We're pushing solutions. They're pushing problems. Like, what I mean? It's crazy.
Exactly. Did you watch that documentary on Netflix called the World's Most Hated Man on the Internet?
Oh, I did. Oh my God. And that was the one he was posting the videos up. They were getting posted
Yeah.
up, weren't they? And people didn't even
Yeah.
know that was going
No.
on. That was, oh my God.
But yet, what bothers me is the amount of supporters that he had. That's
Yeah.
what I don't understand.
Yeah. But that's the society we're in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now. And it's, I
It
suppose,
is.
finding like-minded people like ourselves with the same vision to get some kind of change. Shout out to Shady's Beats as well, who's just joined us. Big up to Dollar as well. But yeah, so we've got to get action. So it's what is it we are gonna do to get that attention?
Well, I told you, unless you're getting your tits and arse out, mate, no one's going to be listening, and that's the truth. Because that's what they seem to care
We may
about.
have to do that, you know, like.
Well, I'm not partially shy, dear, as you know, but you know.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah,
Then
we're
it's
going to
like,
have to come up with something because, yeah, time's running out for the young people. So
it's running out for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, parents are pushed to their limits. They've now got to work extra shifts to try and build the bridge of the energy prices that's going up. Food's going up. Everything is going up.
Yeah.
This is leaving more and more children unattended. You know, they should have better work schemes for them so they can go and earn money. If they're not in education, there should be a program that puts them into the military or, you know, or I even said, why has the job centre not got its own in-house agency where they can call people up that are on their books and say, right, I've got this job that matches what you're doing. Why don't you go and trial it today?
Yeah.
Why?
That's all out the window, isn't it? They don't do anything like that. Oh, my
Isn't that
God.
not just ridiculous? Because if they did have their own in-house agency, imagine how many people would have work.
Yeah. It's all back to front, isn't it? The whole. But yeah, we need to get in there, get that Cobra meeting, right? And then we can get all of this said. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that day.
I know.
The meeting's been called. We're all heading up there, right? To go, right, this is what we want, right?
Exactly.
And this is what's needed, right? But I want to say to everyone actually who, has been involved in what we're doing, supporting what we're doing, pushing, you know, like, bless you and thank you, right? We appreciate you. And I feel, like I said, I feel good, everybody who is on board with us. You know, I think we've achieved a lot this year. We've done a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
We've really done a lot, haven't we? Like everything we said we were going to be doing, we've done it. We have done that.
Pretty much, yeah. We have, yeah.
Yeah. Even down to the trailer as well. That was
I
brilliant.
know.
Well done.
I know.
Well done.
We've made waves, girl.
Definitely.
Whether people like it or don't like it, we ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, and we're just going to keep it going until we get the action that we need. Right, I'm just going to take a couple of messages, and then I'm going to lock off the live, I think, for today. I've still got to make some food and that. Need to go toilet.
Go on, yeah.
Sat here for a while. Right, Shady's Beat says, I hate how parents are blamed to look at the schools, no discipline. Now it's a job for all adults to help all children pull together. Look at the school, because the schools don't, it's like a lot of the schools, they're not taking any accountability. They're not doing anything to, support and protect young people. Like, they're not even interested in the parent carer champions. Like we've tried to get into quite a few schools to get to the parents, and a lot of schools are just not interested at all. So that shows, you know, so even the schools need to fix up. Schools, it's not just parents and carers. 720 God saying our issues are their earners. Yeah, that's exactly right. We have to continue for self. Yes, and that's what we're doing. All right, so. Right, I'm going to lock the live off. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. All right, lovely to get you on today, Christella. That was brilliant.
I know, babe. Well
And
done to
also
you.
the other guests we had as well, we had Hawa, who tragically lost her son around a year ago, Tamim, and that was to knife crime, so bless her for coming on today. And also Ryan, who is with Pop Patrol, so make sure to follow him up as well. So he does knife collections. He will come and pick up anybody's knives, and no questions asked. But he's also putting bleed control into parts of South London as well. All right. Just I'll finish off these couple of messages. Shady's Beat says, exactly. They used to discipline with the strap and cane. Yep, that's true. Back in the day, kids were scared to be naughty, which yeah, I suppose they were. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish up for today. Right, thank you so much for joining me today, Christella, as well, and well done to you for everything that you've been doing. You've been smashing it out here. Right, can't wait for the first episode, right, of the series. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, but everybody have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. All right, I will see you all soon. All right, but sending lots of love. Please check out the petition if you haven't. All right, we've got GoFundMe's going. We've got the 2 petitions. We've got the bleed control campaign going. Get involved, all right? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Check us out on all social platforms, all right? Let the youth live. We're doing what we say on the tin. It's all about keeping our youth alive, protected, and kept safe, all right? So lots and lots of love to everyone, all right? Have a wonderful Sunday, all right? All right, lots of love, everyone.
Bye.